Yes, guys, hello, welcome. Quick question. If let's say you are a parent in a high school or a primary school, and um, by bad luck we lose the best or most beloved science teacher in that school, and then the school management says that now that we have lost the best science teacher in the school, we're going to appoint the wife to that person to be now the new science teacher. Basically, the widow of the science teacher, because they were married for so long, now she becomes the science teacher. Would you ever accept that? And why not? Did you say because she's not qualified? And if she's not qualified, that means we cannot play such a game in a school because it will mess with primary education, right? Now come closer home, without hypotheticals. Um, we lost the former prime minister, and we got to appoint the wife to the former prime minister for an ambassadorial role. We lost the Baringo senator, and we got to appoint the widow for a CS job. And just recently, we lost the MP for Imurwa, and we have appointed his widow to be part of the ICT board. With all due respect, they are all qualified. Mama Ida, we know how much she's qualified. She might be overqualified for that seat. CS for gender, she's a qualified lawyer, same as the widow of the late Ngeno. But then, in my thinking, if we look at it from the top, we'll see that it's a trend that is being formed that there could be more qualified people in ICT. There could be more qualified people in gender studies. There could be more qualified people in international relations. But then these people have been chosen barely because they were wives to prominent people. The same way that hypothetical lady was a wife to the science teacher. And if primary education was so important, so fundamental that we cannot pick the widow of our science teacher to be our new science teacher, then what does that say about our country being run? Because the primary education seems like it will be more important than our country being run. That now we didn't have a CS of gender, but we have a lot of people who have studied gender studies in our universities. Yet that seat remained vacant until when Senator Keptuma died and we took his wife. We could have had the board of ICT running or having a gap, but we didn't pick anybody who is qualified for ICT. We only picked someone she's a lawyer, qualified for other things, but since she's the widow of a prominent politician, now she gets that seat. So what does that tell you about the Kenya education system? Does this government value the education? Just drop a comment. Bye.